There you go, on YouTube lovers. Today's lesson, man, I'm going to talk about how to be a good guitarist, man. What it basically means to just play guitar well. And you know, there's one thing that you can think about. Of course, there's a number of things, yeah, but this one thing, man, is going to make the difference. And that one thing is called consistency, man. Consistency. You know what I'm getting at? So what I find a lot of students when I'm teaching them something, you know, you could be playing a simple chord progression like this. Okay, and they just can't get it right, you know, they'll be going. Okay, and people say, oh, he's out of time, you know, he or she's out of time. Out of time. What a bunch of bollocks, man. That's nothing to do with being out of time. Because you know what? That kid or that person can get up and they can walk in time, man. They can go left, right, as they walk. Easy. If I get them to clap out 1, 2, 3, 4, they can clap out 4. So what you talking about? They can't play in time. You know, we got an internal clock, man. Our heart's beating all the time. You getting it? Come back to that stupid metronome, man. You don't use metronome to stay in time. It was only invented, man, to set the tempo of the piece. You got me? Oh, man. So much people need to learn, I'm telling you. Anyway, we come back to this, right? What's that one thing, man? What's the problem? The problem is consistency. You get me? Okay, so what they're trying to do when you're doing a rhythm, they're going to do down, down, up, down, up, down. Okay? Down, down, up, down, up, down. You got to be consistent with that. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 down. You got to be able to repeat that over and over, man, like as if you're looping it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, don't play like a machine, but consistent. You know, that's the difference. That's the difference between playing like a machine and using a stupid metronome to keep you in time. What's a dummy came up with that idea? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Once you got the tempo, put that damn thing away and learn how to be consistent in your rhythm. And that's the one thing that changes students' lives straight away. They realize consistency is not just in your strumming either. You know, it's not because, you know. There's a lot more involved than what I'm listening there for consistency. You know, I see people when they're doing the Doobie Brothers piece, this one here. Yeah, the guitarist there, Doobie Brothers, man, he was one of the greatest rhythm players back in the late 60s and 70s, man. He knew his stuff. He knew how to play rhythm. And why was he good? Because he was consistent. You got me? See what I'm saying? It comes back to consistency, you know. You know, look at Nile Rodgers, man, you know. Consistent. 16 rhythm, man, you know, 16. Consistent with your attack, with the articulation, you know. Short notes, long notes, that sort of stuff. Be able to repeat that the same over and over. That's what makes you a good player. Look at Stevie Wonder's, you know, Superstition. Can you keep that consistent? Stevie Ray Vaughan, you know. Can you keep that shuffle rhythm going, you know? That's what I mean by consistency, you know? Jimi Hendrix knew that, man, when he was doing Little Wing, you know? See that rhythm all the way through, man, that nice funkiness, you know. Then you break it here a little bit. See? Okay, so Jimi Hendrix, of all people, man, he was the king, man, even on rhythm guitar, man. He knew what he was playing, you know. He knew how to be a musician, man, you know. He don't use no metronome, man. He didn't need it. You know, he was a metronome, man. When he came, he'd say to the guys, you know, man, I got some pieces for you to play, you know. You know, and the drummer and the bass player would just follow what he was doing, man. He already had that rhythm when he came, you know, that consistency. Okay, so, you know, things like, say, Purple Haze, you know, he's going... See, that... But at the start, you go... That's what's driving a consistent rhythm, see? Then all of a sudden... So that's what you listen for, man. Whenever you listen to, you know, anybody, you know, doesn't matter who it is, man, you know. Hip-hop music, you got stuff like, you know... Can you keep that rhythm consistent? You know, that's the thing I keep doing in my playing. You know, am I consistent in everything I'm playing? And when I can learn how to be consistent, then I become a much better player. You know, that's really the one big general rule, man. You know, of playing an instrument, any instrument. You know, piano, guitar, trumpet, doesn't matter what it is, man. Consistency is the key. You know. Okay, so you know, if I'm doing say 12-bar blues thing, and I gotta go, yeah. Can be really simple, man, but sometimes it's not that simple to keep it consistent because you gotta repeat it the same over and over, you know. I mean, when I went to the recording studio, you know, I had to lay down, you know, maybe a funky sort of track, you know. You know. And then, you know, the producer or whoever, or the engineer there, would just go, yeah, that's great, man. Grab the perfect take. You know, it might be a 2-bar phrase or something, you know, grab that and then repeat it all the way through. You know, you can't do that live, you see. When you're doing it live, man, you got to be consistent, okay? So work on being consistent in your playing, you know. That's one thing. I remember the first little thing I learned was, you know, guitar boogie, you know. Really cool, you know. That taught me how to be consistent, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I learned how to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 with a down up, see? Okay, and then I learned to swing 8, you know. 1, 2, and 3. I go like a chuck. Okay, so consistency again, look at that, you know. This one, Hot Rod Lincoln. It's not easy to play that little bugger, you know. You got to keep that thing going, you know. There's little hammer-ons and slurs and pull-offs and all that sort of stuff. You just got to keep consistently right throughout the piece, you know. Okay, so, you know, that's the trick with being a great player. You know, all the great players I've heard, they're all consistent in the way they play their instrument, okay? And like I said, it's not all about just strumming chords, you know? It's about playing riffs, you know? Can I do this, you know? The same every time. Okay, I'll do this. Well, see, Jimmy Page, man, he was a master, you know, consistent. All right. That's enough for today's lesson, man. Okay, so dig into that, man. Listen to your favorite players and listen for consistency, all right? It'll change your life. I promise you, man, as a guitar player. It'll improve you out of sight, out of mind, okay?